Tonight from the I-Team, officials from Arizona's Corrections Department faced a federal judge today to try to answer why they aren't providing adequate health care to inmates, which is a violation of a court order.
The I-Team's Erica Stapleton was in the courtroom where the judge did not mince her words. Erica?
No, Caribe. The judge's orders are clear. The Department of Corrections needs more doctors and healthcare staff, or else they could face penalties in federal court again.
3 state prison directors, 4 healthcare companies, and 12 years later, the ACLU's lawsuit over inadequate state prison healthcare in Arizona, first filed in 2012, drags on. Federal Judge Roslyn Silver issuing an order Thursday saying the Department of Corrections is not complying with or has no way to evaluate most of the nearly 200 healthcare changes she laid out and required last year, including hiring more qualified staff like doctors. In court Friday, where no cameras or recordings are allowed, court monitors all said they've seen progress, but it's not been enough, documenting problems with telehealth, delays for appointments, lack of staffing being the #1 issue for failures in care. Corrine Kendrick made the case for the ACLU's prison project.
Caseloads, workloads that are just beyond their physical abilities, and sometimes they quit because they're worried that their licenses would be put at risk.
Arizona's prison healthcare system has to be privatized by state law. The ACLU now wanting the judge to waive that law to help the Corrections Department become compliant.
That would at least eliminate the profit motive that we've got going on.
The attorney for Arizona's Department of Corrections Rehabilitation and Reentry blames the state's latest contracted prison health provider, NAFCare, for not doing enough to raise wages and bring in enough staff, part of their contract. Within the past few months, he said the state started withholding contract money to try and force them to be compliant. More than $10 million so far. State Prison Director Ryan Thornell also told the judge they're looking at whether alternatives might be better.
Are you confident that there will ever be a resolution in this case that works for you guys?
Yes, I am hopeful that there will be a resolution in this case. I think that Director Thornell and the governor and the attorney general are very focused on complying with the federal court's orders.
We did not see the director after the hearing, but the Corrections Department attorney.
Any comment today? No comment?
No comment.
We haven't heard back from NAFCare after reaching out for a comment on Thursday.
The judge said before this hearing she was considering a penalty, but after today she said she'd hold off to give the department more time to try and enforce the contract with NAFCare. We asked for an interview with Director Thornell about how this would work, and the media relations team said they'll try and schedule that interview for us next week. Erica Stapleton, 12 News.
Okay.